What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we are going to be checking out another team in practice battles for the Premier Cup, as the Premier Cup is coming out soon in Go Battle League, and the Premier Cup is going to be Master League but a ban to Mythicals and Legendaries. Now, normal Master League will still be there, so if you have all these Legendaries ready to go, you can still battle in the normal Open Master League, but we will have the Premier Cup as well for Go Battle League. Now, today's team is Snorlax, Dragonite, and Metagross. Nothing spicy about this team. A lot of hardcore meta Pokemon, but it is the Master League and we are at the tail end of Season 2, so we got to try our best to climb up to rank 10. Now, the movesets there are over on the left. As you can see, we have Lick, Body Slam, Earthquake. On Dragonite, we have Dragon Tail, Hurricane, and Dragon Claw. We'll talk more about the Dragon Tail. And then Metagross, we have Bullet Punch, Earthquake, and Meteor Mash. Now, before we get into these battles, we're going to do a quick team review to talk about why we built this team, what's it strong against, what's it weak against, and then we're going to dive into some battles. If you want to jump ahead to the battles, head down to the comments. Alright, so we are over here on PvPoke, where you guys can simulate battles, check out the rankings, do team building. Now, we are in the team building section in the Master League Premier Cup, and we have built a team of Snorlax, Dragonite, and Metagross. Now, this team overall is very, very solid. Great coverage, great bulk, good safety, and very good consistency. As we can see, it can beat a lot of the meta, and its biggest weaknesses, not a lot. There's a few things that can beat this team. Obviously, a Togekiss can beat the Dragonite, but it's very manageable with Snorlax, with Metagross, and with Hurricane on Dragonite. Now, the reason why we have Dragon Tail instead of Dragon Breath is going to be for this matchup right here. So we have Dragonite versus Dragonite, right? Ours is on the right, theirs is on the left. We can win that one shield situation because our energy gain is much higher with Dragon Claw than it is with Dragon Breath. On top of that, I don't know about you guys, but my phone loves to miss Dragon Breath because of Go Battle lag or whatever it is. So Dragon Tail definitely fits my playstyle more instead of Dragon Breath, because it's too hard for the system to figure out that I'm doing fast moves, and I always miss Dragon Breaths, which leads to me losing mirror matches because I just don't get off the fast moves. So Dragon Tail is very viable. I would suggest running that. Dragon Breath also is very strong. Don't get me wrong, I think both variants are extremely strong. There's just difference. The difference is the energy gain right here. The raw damage from Dragon Breath is going to be better, but the energy gain from Dragon Tail is going to be better. So that's just a give and take. As you guys can see, the Dragon Breath wins out the 2, the Dragon Tail wins out the 1, and then on top of that, facing Pokemon like Togekiss, you can get off a Hurricane, which is going to be doing some really heavy neutral damage in that matchup. So now that we've talked about the team a little bit, you guys can go check out this team for yourselves. Just put in the right moves and what have you, and have a look at the team. We're going to dive right into these battles. Alright, so diving into the first battle here, we are up against PvP Steve, so shout out to him. Link down in the description to his channel. He's another fellow Pokemon Go PvP content creator, so be sure to go check him out. Now we have Snorlax versus Metagross on the lead. I'm okay with this. This is actually pretty good for us. Lick is going to be doing super effective damage. We have Earthquake to do massive damage because of the steel typing against Metagross, and we have shield baiting opportunities. Now they decide to swap out into Dragonite, and I'm actually going to stay in this right here. Snorlax ahead on energy can do a lot of damage, and my goal with Snorlax right here is to get shields. Metagross does very well at sweeping endgame with shield advantage, so my goal is definitely to get shields from this Dragonite. So we're going to get off another Body Slam right there. No shield coming up, so we are going to go ahead and swap into Metagross right now because he is low enough for us to be able to farm down. I'm going to let him hit us with the charge move, but I want to get ahead on energy. Draco Meteor does quite a bit of damage, but like I said, we have 2 shields, which is going to be pretty good for us. Now, I know the Metagross is probably going to be coming back in unless he has a hard counter. Now, he does have loaded energy right here, so we are going to shield. Meteor Mash would still basically take us out from this range in tandem with Bullet Punches, so we're going to go for our own Meteor Mash right here. He likely does not want to give up this Metagross, so we are just going to go for the shield baiting opportunity, which we do. We get the shield. That is fantastic. Now I'm expecting him to get off another charge move right here. Probably going to be another Meteor Mash, but we are going to shield. We want to put big pressure on his final shield, as we still have an advantage with having more Pokemon than he does, as he only has one more left in the back. So we're going to go for a Meteor Mash ourselves, but he swaps into Tyranitar actually, which is fantastic for us because the Tyranitar just ate the Meteor Mash right there. So a slight misplay by him, but now we're going to be going for Body Slam here. Body Slam and Lick damage is going to be doing quite a bit, and thankfully that Tyranitar came out because Dragonite would not have had fun with that. So Meteor Mash, or not Meteor Mash, sorry, Body Slam now going to be coming through. This is not going to be enough to finish off the Metagross, but it is going to be enough to get his final shield right here. So we do get the final shield, and then Lick damage is going to be taking him out. So that is going to be a good game. So let's go ahead and move into the next one right there. So as we saw, that Metagross with its charge moves does really well against the meta, everyone. Even if it's resisted, it does huge damage. So we have Snorlax versus Dragonite on this one. So again, the Dragonite can win this out, but they're going to have to shield, which is what I want. I want to build up a lot of energy right here, and I'm going to be going for Body Slam spam. Now, I'm building up, but they decide to swap out into Gyarados. And again, we don't need to really swap out right here, and this is a Dragon Breath Gyarados as well. I take a look before I decide to swap out. It is Dragon Breath. If it was Waterfall, I would have gone into my own Dragonite because I would be resisting the Waterfalls right here. But Snorlax, I have 2 Body Slams ready to go. We are pressuring the shields here on the Gyarados, and we can pretty much win out this matchup by just going straight Body Slam right now, as it's going to be doing some heavy neutral damage, and he's not going to be able to one-shot us right here, I believe, unless he has Outrage. I think Outrage from this range right here would take us out. Same with the Hydro Pump, but I believe this is going to be a crunch. So I'm going to go ahead and let it go through. It is a crunch, which is beautiful for us. We're going to be able to get another Body Slam right here. So we're able to win switch priority. We're able to get 1 shield, possibly 2 right here. No, he's going to let the Gyarados go down. Okay, so we may see the Dragonite come back in, or we may see something else. Probably a Metagross, I would imagine, based on his team comp. It is going to be a Metagross. Okay, perfectly fine for us. Metagross has a few fast moves on us right now, but what we're actually going to do is I think I've decided to bring in the Dragonite right here. Reason being is I can take a Meteor Mash, but I need my Metagross to sweep endgame with 2 shields. So I'm going to let him use his energy right here. And now I think I'm going to swap. No, he decides to swap, which is perfectly fine, because now I'm going to go ahead and shield. And then I'm going to swap myself into Metagross and then catch the second Dragon Claw, which is great. So this Dragon Claw is going to be resisted right here. Now we do have 1 shield left, and we need to utilize that well to try to catch the Earthquake on my opponent's Metagross right here. So we're going to build up some extra energy. We're going to go for the Meteor Mash, but he does get off a charge move in time. I'm hoping this is just Dragon Claw right here. It is going to be Dragon Claw, which is great. So now we're going to commit to a little bit extra energy farm so we have more loaded energy against the opponent's Metagross. This is huge in the Premier Cup, everyone. Energy is the name of the game right here. So we have tons of loaded energy. Our opponent, we're now going to go for the Meteor Mash right here. Again, pressuring the shield right here. He doesn't want to get one shot, so he's likely going to shield, which he does, which is fantastic for us. Now it's going to be a race to the charge move. We still have a shield ourselves. He's going to be getting off a charge move right here. He likely has so much loaded energy. This could be a back-to-back Meteor Mash, so he is going to get off 1 Meteor Mash, and then we're going to be able to get to the Earthquake right here. So that is going to be a good game. Really close run right there. But like we saw, utilizing our Dragonite to soak some damage and sweeping endgame with Metagross was key. So let's go ahead and move into the final battle here, I think. That we're up against Pokemon Yoda, so shout out to him. This team, again, is really strong, really consistent. A lot of stuff you guys probably have already, which is great. Now we have Snorlax versus Tyranitar on the lead. Now I got to see if this is a Smackdown or a Bite. It's going to be a Smackdown. Okay, so this is going to be good for our Metagross, but for us right now, we just want to get a shield. So we're going to go straight Earthquake right here. I want to punish him if he thinks he can get away with calling that I'm going to go for Body Shot. So I'm getting an early shield right here, which we do. Beautiful. I'm okay with this, and I know that Metagross going to be doing super effective damage with Bullet Punch and Meteor Mash, can come in and farm his Tyranitar very, very well. I just have to keep my Dragonite away because it is a Smackdown. If it was the opposite, if it was a Bite, I would probably use my Dragonite. So now we're going to be going for a Body Slam right here. I need some extra chip damage. Not going to build up to the Earthquake to threaten shields, but we do get a shield as well, which is great right there. Slight miscount by my opponent. So we have 2 shields down, and this is where Metagross is just just going to do so well. We're going to go ahead and shield right here. Crunch is going to do a lot of damage, but they're going for the Stone Edge right there. So maybe they clicked it before they saw what I was bringing in, which is completely fine. Lesson learned. We're just going to commit to the farm down. This is where Metagross is so deadly, everyone. So deadly. So now we're going to see a Gyarados now come in. Okay. So we're going to be going for the Meteor Mash right here. It is going to be resisted, but what we're going to do is we're going to go into the Dragonite. I'm suspecting they have Togekiss based on the fact that they brought in the Dragonite, and sure enough, there's the Togekiss right here. And this is why Dragon Tail is so great. Look at this. We're going to be able to get to the Hurricane right here before we go down. Hurricane's going to do a lot of damage, everyone. You need to respect the damage from Dragonite right here. This does a lot. That was like 70% of Togekiss's health, which is beautiful. Now their Togekiss is in perfect range for us to shield right here. We don't want to get hit by a flamethrower, and then it's actually going to be an Aerial Ace, so we could have not shielded that, but we're going to commit to the farm down right here. Now we have a lot of loaded energy to hit this unshielded Gyarados right here. Meteor Mash, again, going to be resisted, but still does so much damage. It's such a strong move on a Metagross that we're going to be able to get it extremely low and then try to finish off with fast moves. They are getting off a charge move right here. This Crunch, we'll have to see if we can survive right here. Crunch does come through. We barely survive and able to take out the Gyarados, so very well played by my opponent. And I think that was the last one. Nope, we have one more. All right, moving into the final battle. This is for sure the final battle. We have Snorlax versus Dragonite again. You guys are going to be seeing a lot of this. You're going to be seeing Metagross leads, Dragonite leads, Garchomp leads, Togekiss leads. Snorlax does really well at just handling all of them. So again, we're not going to be shielding in this situation. We want to get the shields from them. If they decide not to shield, our Snorlax is going to win, which is going to be great. So we're going to be going for Body Slam right here. Good neutral damage in this matchup. They have to respect it because if they let two go through, it's going to be tough. So they shield the first one. Beautiful. This is what Snorlax does. He just gets those shields, and then now another Dragon Claw is going to be coming through. We're not going to shield again. We're okay right here. We can survive. We can get off another Body Slam plus some added lick damage, which is going to be perfectly fine. So another Body Slam now coming through. Want to get another shield? No, he swapped into Snorlax. So now we're going to go into our own Dragonite right here. Again, Dragon Tail as the fast move for high energy gain. Body Slam now coming through. So it's a reverse matchup, but this time we have shield advantage and we chipped away at some health early. So we're going to be able to spam Dragon Claws right here. So we build up to 2. So I'm going for the Dragon Claw now. I want to threaten with possible Draco Meteor or Hurricane. They decide not to shield, which is fine. I think I decide to shield this one. I want to take it into the one shield situation, and I want to load up on extra energy. My goal is to get 2 Dragon Claws. So I know one is definitely going to be finishing off Snorlax, and I want to go into CMP tie against the opponent Dragonite. That is likely going to be coming back in right here. So we go for the Dragon Claw. That's going to be finished off Snorlax. I'm guessing Dragonite's going to come in, so I'm going to be spamming Dragon Claw. It is going to be the Dragonite, so we do get off the Dragon Claw right here, and then we're going to swap as fast as we can into this Metagross. So we're going to swap, we land it, go into Metagross, and now we're going to be able to commit to the farm down because they likely have Togekiss in the back, just looking at the team comp, or they have another Metagross. So we'll see a Dragon Claw come through, resisted right there, which is great. It's going to be another Metagross, which is perfectly fine. We're so far ahead on energy. We're going to go straight for the Earthquake. We are so far ahead that I can go for 2 Earthquakes in this matchup. If we land it, it's going to be beautiful. No, they shield. Okay. So now I know they're probably going for a Meteor Mash right here, but we're just going to respect the Meteor Mash and potential Earthquake. We're going to shield right here, and now it's going to be a race to Earthquake. So my opponent said on Twitter that this was a CMP tie, so very, very close battle, but we're able to get the Earthquake, I think a half turn ahead right there. That is going to be finishing off the Metagross, and then our Metagross will be finishing off Dragonite with fast moves right there, and that is going to be a good game. So very well played by my opponents right there. This team was a lot of fun, really strong, and as you guys can see, I don't have all 100 IVs. I have a Snorlax that has 14 HP, and I have a Metagross that has 12 HP, but they still perform well. I think the biggest thing that you guys need to look for is that 15 attack. That's going to be huge on everything for the mirror matches. So let me know what you guys think about this team, what you guys thought about the battles. Let me know what teams are working well for you, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. So like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.